really an option, quite frankly. Especially, and Peru just annexed Ecuador. As I was saying, it's not really an option. Especially considering the fact that we have no way to get involved in the Ottoman War. So yeah, that's nice. Pleven. There. Let's see if we can't take that city. The Bulgarians seem to be holding okay on the other fronts. I can just focus on helping them knock out the Romanians first, and then we move on to Serbia and that sort of thing, I think. Spain. That's going okay. How are we over in the Americas? We've just about arrived, actually. So I'll soon be able to actually help them begin making progress. Just need this one more division to arrive, and we have pretty full. We're pretty full up on organization, so I will immediately launch that attack and help them out. It was about time that we got stuck in here. It really was. Going pretty well on all our various little proxy wars. So, we'll have to see if we can't manage to help win at least one of said proxy wars. Of course, for the Americas, our main focus is going to be against the CSA because, let's be honest, the actual Americans are not really of much importance. When I say the Americans, I'm referring to the U.S. federal government. The Union State only really needs to worry about the CSA at the moment. Of course, that may change if the Federals manage some miraculous turnaround, but I don't see that as being especially likely. Alright. Doing fairly well on all fronts, actually. The Russian Empire is justifying against us. I may end up having to pull my forces off the Western Front, where they're currently holding the border in case the French get any funny ideas, and put them over on the Russian border. What's Russia doing for their focus right now? Caucasus. So they're going to want to deal with the Caucasus down there before they do anything else. Hopefully, Russia doesn't try anything while we're at war with the French, because that would just essentially be the death of this campaign. If they did something like that, to be perfectly honest. Okay. Our defense against the Spanish and our offense against the Bulgarians going quite well. Once we break the Spanish here, I'm going to go on the attack right away. Yeah, we broke that. So, let's push the border forward a little bit. We need to push the envelope a little. Yemen has joined the Cairo Pact and declared war on the Ottoman Empire, so not satisfied with just having their independence, they now want their revenge on the Ottomans. And Mashriq, right here, that is territory that was formerly ruled by the Ottomans, so that's an actual full-on revolt against Ottoman authority that we've got going on there. Wow, things are just not going well for the Ottoman Empire at all. But Mashriq has declared its independence and declared war on the Ottoman Empire and joined the Cairo Pact. As has Yemen joined the Cairo Pact, I mean. They'd already declared their independence. And we're doing okay with the Kingdom of Spain. It's going to be a long fight to deal with that one. Still. Same with Bulgaria, actually. We're managing to push back against the Romanians, and Bulgaria needs to be holding on the other fronts. In this case, quite ironically, the mountains of Greece may actually be working against them, because I think it might mean that it's helping Bulgaria to defend their borders. Though maybe I'm just talking out of my ass there and have no idea what I'm going on about. Entirely possible. But the Bulgarian army is certainly not... They're certainly no spring chickens. They are doing quite good at defending their own borders. Now let's give the Spanish a little bit more of a hand over here. And that's turning things around for us, I hope. Same with Bulgaria. Our American volunteers are under attack. But the CSA has vastly underestimated the superior German forces they're trying to dislodge. Excellent job, boys. Keep 'em coming. Keep 'em coming. Oh, yes. And progress made over in Bulgaria. We've managed to take the city off of them. Speaking of which, we are pretty close to having Romania almost off this side of that river. So I'm splitting my forces a little bit. This may be something of a dumb idea, but we're going to try to dislodge the Romanians from there and there at the same time. We'll see how that works out for us. Going pretty well against the Spanish. Defending ourselves well in America. That's for sure. And in the Mashriqi Kingdom, those poxy little rebels that tried to rise up against the Ottoman Empire, they have been overrun and occupied quite quickly. And Hejaz, which was some other state down there, they've been overrun as well. Actually, considering what I usually see from them, the Ottomans are doing surprisingly well at holding their ground. Though we'll see if that lasts or not. It could completely turn around and the Ottomans just get torn to shreds, but you never know. Let's see if we can't dislodge those 3 divisions up there. As my alternative is to attack across this river, and generally in my experience, attacking across a river is a fairly bad idea. Okay. A little bit of a complication with this division that we're coming under attack from in Bulgaria, but it seems to be turning around there. And now let's help our friends out in Spain with that attack. And oh dear. Madrid is within striking distance of the communists. This is not good. But I can't just rush my forces over to defend Madrid. Honestly, if we keep taking territories off them at the same pace as they're taking them, which is pretty slow, I don't think Spain's really lost any ground since we arrived. Or if it has, it's been made up by them gaining ground. We're successfully defending ourselves over here. Good job there. Now we've managed to take that. Alright. I could potentially attack there. They're already under attack, so this could just be considered a supporting move. Or maybe not. Not sure how I'm supposed to command my troops to just support, honestly. That's something I was never very good at figuring out. Maybe we should take the softer targets, actually. Or I could go up there, see about seizing that, hitting them, and moving around like that. It's a possibility. And also, this general can have a new trait. He's currently a trickster, apparently. So, give him a guerrilla fighter for entrenchment speed, but he needs at least one terrain trait to become an improvisation expert, so I'll give him this. Give him this for the moment, I guess. Now, not anything else give you at the moment. A guy over in Bulgaria. He's a commando and winter specialist. What do we want to give him? I'm going to say skirmisher for now. What about the Spanish dude? Kesselring, who I have no idea what the hell this guy actually is. Well, he doesn't have any traits he can get at the moment. Rooney here, though. Can have... He already has offensive doctrine. Charismatic for more recovery, I suppose. And Bayern here. Does he have anything I want to give him? Logistics wizard sounds nice. And for once I'm actually remembering to grant traits to my commanders, because I tell you, it's just unhealthy the amount of times that I forget to give my commanders their traits, even though I really bloody shouldn't. Hey, Wally. Actually, you can wait, see if we can't get something better than that to give him. You don't have any traits you can be given currently. Nor do you. But, at the moment, you know. Let's see if I can find the bloody thing. Production. We've got a handful of planes that we can plonk down, so I'm going to continue reinforcing the fighters and such that we've been putting on the front lines for France, because you just know we're going to need to throw all the fighters we have at the Frenchies once they finally decide to start something. 636 there. Plus close air support. Bombers. I'm gonna have to just completely and utterly redo that at some point. I am well aware of this. Speaking of... let's see if I can't do a bit of a variant to my light tank. You know... oh, that's just for breaking down and stuff. Fair enough. There we go. 2 armor, 2 reliability, 1 main gun, 1 hinge. Actually, maybe I'll reduce the armor to 1 and put the main gun up to 2. Bear in mind, guys, this is just me sort of messing around since I never create variants ever. And because I am terrible at naming things, this will just be the A2. The Ocelot A2. And that's going to be what we'll start producing. And all the decisions we have are for removing country colors and shit. Don't especially care about that, honestly. Let's unpause the game. And continue on, I think. going to take us a while to reach that point, but once we do, we'll have a foothold across this river. And that'll be something to take advantage of to start mopping up the CSA over here. And once the CSA is mopped up, we can then mop up the Americas proper. Well, when I say the Americas, I really mean the federal government. But great, they have reinforcements over there. This might not go the way I'd like it to. It might not. Now I'm going to send that division over to reinforce our guys there. Because things are actually going surprisingly well on the Bulgarian front. So how about you use the strategic redeployment to speed up your movement a bit. Hopefully Bulgaria can manage to hold that river. And I'm just looking at this. And impressively enough, we've actually managed to reverse Romania's gains such that the only thing on the opposite end of the river they're holding on to is this little bit down here. And this one little bit of land. That shouldn't be too hard to reverse, honestly. Now for Spain. Continue knocking out these little bits. Spain is holding strong. Due in no small part, probably, to us. Flanders, Wallonia, and Lithuania cancelled their lend leases. Oh yeah, that's right. That's probably nothing to worry about. We had those lend leases because of the war with Ukraine, and the AI must just now be realizing they should probably cancel them because there isn't a war to be lend leasing over. I suppose that makes sense. Would you guys care to get over there? And actually, how about we don't launch an attack there? If we can resist this... Hold on a second. Krupp Steel is done. So I'm going to do zip 1 here and get another civilian factory. Our heavy industry is in shambles, with many workers out of a job after their former employers were forced to submit to the crisis. Some of our leading economic researchers have proposed a plan for civil industrialization. The Zivindustrialisierungs plan to revitalize the civilian industrial sector. And my apologies to any Germans who happen to be watching this for my complete and utter butchery of the German language with that word right there. Because clearly I, as an American, cannot pronounce anything that is not native English in origin. That's just how it is, don't you know? How are things going over in the Americas? Slowly, but they're going. Same with Spain, and I want to get these two little bits of territory back in Spain, but soon enough, we're going to be moving on to retake Valencia, I think. Oh, these guys are getting cheeky. Very cheeky indeed. That's just adorable. They think they can dislodge the German army, the greatest military force in the world. Speaking from the perspective of a German officer in Kaiserreich, of course. Haha. But that's just so adorable that they think they can actually defeat us. It's just precious, really. Okay, maybe trying to attack there ain't such a great idea, but I would like to push the Romanians out of this bit of land right here. I really would. Because if we can get Romania back across the river, at the very least we might maintain a status quo with them. You sanctimonious twats, and your consistent attacks on us are getting on my nerves. I would like to just finish them off there, but if you're going to try and push out against me from Valencia, that is the target. And that needs to be seen to first. Still going alright over in America. Just going alright slowly. Okay. Those guys are attacking out from Valencia, so we'll have to lose a bit of land to destroy these guys. Currently isolated. I feel like that's the best approach, really. And we've got our full force over here in Bulgaria now defending. Hopefully I can push them out of that, and then somehow find a way across the river. This whole proxy war thing, I gotta admit, is kind of exciting, because I never usually directly participate in wars with volunteers. I really should, but it's not something I usually do. And it's really a lot of fun. It's kind of great that I had the opportunity to do this sort of thing. I am so glad I decided to go for it this time. So, Bulgaria... If I was to... Actually, we'll wait on those guys to arrive. Back there, and then I'll launch an attack on them. So we can more easily deal with 2 divisions than 3, I think. Okay. I think we have to break off the attack on the American front. Trying to deal with that as I was proving to be just a little bit too much of a headache. Now, 3, 2, 1, none. So, launch your attack on those guys, and if we can take that off them, we might even be able to secure Sofia back again, and give the Bulgarians their capital again. I certainly wouldn't complain, that's for sure. I would not be about to complain about that. By the way, how are things going here? We're just about to dislodge them. And we have, so... That's the commies dislodged from that section of Spain. So, we can send our forces to help engage there. And resume the process of pushing back the communist trash in Spain. Because that's why we have so many volunteers all over. We are trying to push back the filthy communist scum. I'm gonna keep up that Bulgarian attack, even if it's not going so well for the time being, and see if it can't be turned around. We're holding well enough in the Union and pushing them back, albeit very slowly. We are holding and pushing them back. The Spanish attack is going well. And yes, as I was saying before, we're not that far away from having everything south of that river secured. And oh my god. First of all, Argentina and Paraguay have made peace, as have Bolivia and Paraguay. Second of all, the Kingdom of Romania has just revolted against the Iron Guard. You know what that means, right? Romanian civil war in the middle of their actual war with Bulgaria. So, we are going to see one of two things happen. Thing number one, Iron Guard Romania will have to pull a large number of their troops off the front line with Bulgaria in order to deal with this rebellion. Thing number two, they will fail to pull a large number of troops, and therefore the rebels will overrun Romania. And probably, I would imagine, when the rebellion succeeds, because considering it's happened in the middle of a war, that's pretty likely, I think. When it succeeds, the Romanians will probably be forced to sign a peace deal with us. And we're not at war with them, so if they win and take Romania out of the war, that is going to be good for Bulgaria, especially since... Yeah, this right here is occupied territory. It's not actually controlled by the Romanians, so they'll have to give it up. Anyways, the Romanian Civil War. After the disastrous defeat in the Weltkrieg, the days of the Romanian monarchy were counted. After the death of King Ferdinand I in 1927, the crown went to his grandson Mikhail, who was soon forced to abdicate and was replaced by a military dictatorship. This autocracy was soon replaced by the nigh totalitarian rule of the Iron Guard. However, many people in Romania, most notably intellectuals, remained sympathetic to the monarchists, especially Ferdinand I's disgraced son Carol. A group of pro-monarchist officers have defected and seized control of Bessarabia and Moldavia as a stage of operations for a monarchist restoration in the country. Romania now falls into a bloody civil war, and no one knows how it will end. Either way, that won't be good for the oil. Not only that, but as I said, this happened in the middle of an ongoing war. So, the Iron Guard are not in a good position. and I don't rate their chances of victory too highly. But I think we need to halt that particular offensive there. I'm going to instead send those forces over to help our Bulgarian friends hold in that particular territory. Should work out alright. And Portugal has joined the Entente. Lovely. Lovely Portugal. That's just lovely. Hopefully we can hold there, though. Or are the rebels not going to actually do anything? Oh. They might not. They might just let the Iron Guard win, because the AI can be stupid like that sometimes. But I will say this, the Bulgarians are certainly not sitting by and doing nothing. They are taking advantage of this. So, hooray for them on that front. Certainly. Now, let's see if we can't help with pushing Romania back some more here.
Greift weiter an! Los, ausrücken! Ausrücken! Vorrücken! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Greift weiter an! Vorrücken! Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Okay, sorry about that. A little brief screw up with my audio recording. It's fixed now though, so no worries. Anyways, if we can swing around and nab Sofia from under the Romanian's nose, I'm sure Bulgaria would be quite appreciative of that, and for us managing to get them their capital back.